Good morning, students. In the earlier class, we have discussed about how velocities are added when an observer is in relative motion. Now, because the space coordinates are changing, time coordinates are changing, velocities are changing, then why not mass? Does mass of a body, when it is relative motion, change? Certainly it happens. So, according to Einstein's theory of relativity, the mass of the moving objects also changes. When they are moving with certain velocity, that velocity is called as relativistic mass. Relativistic mass. If m is mass of the body, at rest, this is also known as m0, say m0, is mass of the body when it is at rest. This is called as rest mass. This is called rest mass. If it moves with a velocity v relative to an observer, then it's a relativistic mass. Relativistic mass m0, m is equal to m0 by 1 minus v square by square root. M is equal to m0 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. So, obviously, 1 minus v square by c square under root 1 minus v square by c square is less than 1. Therefore, m is equal to m0 by something which is less than 1. Therefore, m is greater than m0. Therefore, relativistic mass is always greater than rest mass of the object. Why? Mass increases when it is in relative motion. You see how you got? When an object is in relative motion, its mass, effective mass, increases more than the rest mass. Why the mass increases? When the body is moving, it will have its rest mass as well as energy due to its kinetic energy. The mass due to its kinetic energy. Therefore, by virtue of its kinetic energy, the resultant energy of the body becomes greater than rest energy. When energy increases, the mass also increases. That's why relativistic mass is always greater than the rest mass of the particle. This equation is very useful in the case of while calculating energies of particles in nuclear physics. Fundamental particles in nuclear physics will be moving with very high velocities. When the velocity is high, the mass also changes. There, you need to find the relativistic energy also. Then, let us derive the famous Einstein equation, that is E is equal to mc square. E is equal to mc square. Derivation of E is equal to mc square. According to Albert Einstein, whenever certain actually there is a conservation of mass in the universe. That means mass of any body is always remain constant. It should remain constant. So in the universe, conservation of mass as well as conservation of energy holds good. If any mass is destroyed, then equivalent amount of energy is released. Whenever certain mass of an object m is destroyed, then equivalent amount of energy is released. This is called as Einstein equivalence relation. This is called as Einstein mass equivalence relation. So this equation E is equal to mc square we shall derive using relativistic principles. So according to relativity, the relativistic mass of the particle m is equal to m naught by 1 minus v square by square root of, where relativistic mass m naught is called as rest mass and v is the velocity of the body or particle, and c is speed of light. So squaring this equation, m square is equal to m naught square by 1 minus v square by c square, that is equal to m naught square by c square minus v square. This c square will bring upside. Therefore, mc square, mc square minus m square v square is equal to m naught c square. Cross multiply. M square into c square minus v square. This is equal to c square will come here. Therefore, m naught c square. From this equation, differentiate partially. Differentiating. So, see, 2m dm into c square minus, you need not differentiate c because c is the speed of light constant. C is speed of light, this is constant. And the velocity changes. Therefore, 2m dm into v square minus, again v also variable, m square 2v dv is equal to, here see, rest mass of the particle is constant, therefore on differentiation it will become 0. C speed of light is also constant, therefore since these two are constant, the change in their physical quantities is equal to 0. Divide with the 2m, or this can I will rewrite 2m c square dm minus 2m v square dm minus 2m square v dv is equal to 0. Divide with 2m. This will become c square dm minus v square dm minus say 2m cancel, mv dv is equal to 0. Or another way, c square dm is equal to v square dm plus mv dv. Say this is equation number 2. Now, when a body is moving, in order to set into motion, certain amount of work has to be done. So, when work is done on the body, its velocity increases. As a result, the kinetic energy also increases. Therefore, the work done on the body to increase its velocity from v to ev is equal to change in kinetic energy. It's kinetic energy. Therefore, change in kinetic energy dk is equal to fds. But from Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to rate of change of momentum. Therefore, d by dt of mg, that is equal to F is equal to m dv by dt plus v dm by dt. Substitute this here. Therefore, dk is equal to m dv by dt plus v dm by dt into ds. This can be written as m ds by dt into v dv plus v ds by dt into dm. You bring ds inside. But ds by dt is equal to v velocity of the particle. Therefore, dt is equal to mv dv plus v square dm. Therefore, you see this is equation number 3. Comparing this equation 2 and 3 from equations 2 and 3, these two are equal. V square dm mv dv, v square dm plus mv dv, these two are equal. Therefore, dk is equal to c square dv. dk is equal to c square. mv dv plus v square, that is equal to c square. Therefore, this is the change in kinetic energy when velocity changes from v to dv, v plus dv. Therefore, the change in kinetic energy when mass changes from m0 to m, rest నుండి v పొజిషన్ లోకి వచ్చినట్లయితే, when body starts from rest and gain velocity v, then change in kinetic energy, total change in kinetic energy is equal to 0 to k dk, that is equal to integral c square dm m naught to m. Therefore, that is equal to c square is common. Therefore, c square into integral dm is equal to, check here, kinetic energy K is equal to c square m naught to m, that is equal to mc square minus m naught c square. This is the kinetic energy. But total energy is equal to what? Total energy E is equal to sum of kinetic energy plus rest energy. Kinetic energy and rest energy is called as total energy. Therefore, E is equal to kinetic energy means this one, mc square minus m naught c square plus rest energy m naught c square. These two gets cancelled. Therefore, E is equal to mc square. So this is the expression for kinetic energy of the total energy of the body when it is moving with a relativistic mass m. When the body is moving certain mass m, then with its energy is equal to E is equal to mc square. M is relativistic mass of the body. So in this manner, we can derive the Einstein relativistic energy equation.